Oh, heck yeah, man. I love it. The CSX is looking pretty awesome. I brought the AC 6000 back. I figure I'd get a little more use here. And he speed matches really good with the BC rail. And he's got a little bit of smoke going. I actually haven't put much smoke in him in a little while. Camera number 3 probably touched the smoke pretty good. Hey, what's going on, Michael? I just got the stream up and starting. Let's keep our fingers crossed that it has no hiccups. So Brian told me on the OBS I can put a title on what locomotives are running. I haven't tried to do that yet. Oh, my monitor, David, I mounted that a lot better, so now I'm not bumping into it every time they get around. I don't know why I never thought of it before. I just mounted it to the step. Made more sense instead of mounted it to the side of the frame. Now it's like, yeah, I'm not like running into the damn thing. Do it, Michael. You gotta throw some engines on. Get it running. Get it going. This is our thing, bro. So this switch, I mean, I can definitely see why the Blue Goose has such an issue on it, because every locomotive does a little jump on it. They just jump a little. It's such a rough switch. Well, eventually someday, I'll switch it all to Unitrack. There's George. What's going on, buddy? There's Josh. Everybody got my message. I brought the smoking BLI AC 6000 back with me today. It wasn't getting much use on the sun deck layout, so I was like, yeah. So yeah, this switch, like I can see why the Blue Goose has hiccups on it. He jumps on it. They're all jumping on it. It's a really uneven switch. I think that's a Boston thing. Boston. Well, maybe a Bachmann and BLI thing. So scale trains didn't jump on it. Oh, there's the other George. We got both Georges in here. might have to go by the last names. So Broadway Limited will jump on the switch. Right there. So it must be a BLI thing. The BLI does not like Bachmann switches. well, $49.96. If I'm not paying attention, I mean, you know, my channel will live up to its name, Derailed. I just gotta keep an eye on them. It's such a small layout to run multiple locos on, but I do it anyway. Any more than 3 is complicated because I can only control 3 at the same time. I can't control 4 at the same time. So 3 locomotives is manageable. Hey George, is your last name there? Is it Sarcino? I'll have to go by last names with multiple names. I don't mind. I just want to make sure I didn't butcher it. I'm trying to pronounce it out. I got Sarcino. I'll probably butcher the other George's last name too, because I never tried to pronounce it. I'm gonna say Darabi. D-Rabbi. Darabi. I just say Rabbi. I love it. I love unique last names. Yeah, just keep squishing those bugs, Josh. Squash them, and then all will be good. All be good in the hood. That's the CSX horn, by the way. It's got a really nice horn. I like how it does the 3 blows. Well, if I press it really quick, it does 1. I hold it for a second, it does 3. And the ditch lights do blink. It might be a little hard to catch. It's so cool. Oh, probably he is. Usually, Michael, I just use, for a quick clean, I just use unscented baby wipes, wet wipes. Also, if I need a little deeper clean, I'll just spray some, just spray some rubbing alcohol on paper towel and do it that way. But the wet wipes, or do what Mr. Smith does, just use Lysol wipes. If you got some really hard gunk on there that's being stubborn, you can use an eraser. Also, you can use a Q-tip and put some alcohol on the Q-tip, right? I like using the Q-tip for the switches. Switches and turnouts, the Q-tip's great for it. It gets right in there, right? Yeah, Clorox wipes. What Mr. Smith says, Clorox wipes are great. And the thing is too with dirt, and I had to look this up too because I didn't know if I was a believer at first, but no, I'm trying to get the word right. David probably remember, but so that black dirt that we get, that's from micro arcing. So the micro arcing between the locomotive wheels and the track causes the blackness. There's really nothing we can do in the hobby to stop that. And like, you can clean the track over and over and over again, and you're still going to get some black come off. Well, yeah. Well, let me know when you're on your way there, and then I'll come hang out too. I will come say hi. Yeah, the Q-tips are great. I love the Q-tips, just like I say, when you got to get in there. But like Clorox wipes, wet wipes, oh, they're great. I might have to speed up CSX a little bit. Just a tad. Well, so far they're speed matching pretty good. It's not too bad. Like, even when the track appears clean, you can always get some gunk off it. I'll give you an example of how good a wet wipe will do. I'll just go grab one, and I'll show you. So this appears super clean. So here's a wet wipe. I just got it folded in half there. We'll give it a little wipe here as BC Rail's coming. I'll wait till he passes and I'll do a little more. See, I used to think micro arcing was a conspiracy theory. I thought all the black was from, like, if you had plastic wheels. So my track appears clean. A little scrub from the wet wipe, and that's how much micro arcing came off it. And my track looks clean. Wait for the camera to pick that up so you guys can see. Oh, it's way behind. So yeah, that little bit right there. But that's just from a little bit, you know, that's all micro arcing. There's no plastic wheels. I can't remember what that's called, the Rabbi. I know Bachman sells something for the track that coats the track. Good old Bachman. There, I'll see if I can get a little more of the arcing gunk. Like I say, everything appears clean, but there, I gave it a little more of a rub, and I got more, you know, I got more black off it. Oh, we got a disconnection. Oh, we got a derail. Haha. My channel lives up to its name. That's okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name either. Okay, let me back CSX up. I'll back him up on his own. Let's go back. Yeah, man, Clorox wipes. Do it the way there Mr. Smith mentioned. I mean, I use the wet wipes because I just have so many of them. I use wet wipes for everything. But the Clorox wipes definitely work a bit better. Try and speed match these two again. Let me get that switch a little more. Another problem with the switches are the plastic frogs, right? So the wheels can wear down those plastic frogs and drag it with them. That's another thing with plastic frogs on the switches. Hey Luna, how's it going? Yeah, Clorox wipes are your best bet for a quick clean. You can't go wrong with them. But what I will say about the wet wipes I buy, they're the Superstore President's Choice brand name. The fiber is really good, so I don't get fibers stuck on the track. You know, in between the joiners, the fibers don't get stuck. Now there are brand names you can buy where the fibers do get trapped, and then you might have to pick them out. But I find the Superstore brand name is really good. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just getting more micro arcing off it. Yeah, Clorox or like I say, the President's Choice brand name of wet wipes, non-scented, because I don't know what kind of chemicals they put in the scented ones, so I just wouldn't go with the scented. That's just me. But I'm going to pick up some Clorox wipes tomorrow if I remember, and just use that. And then for a serious cleaning, I find an eraser works pretty good, but also like a really soft Dremel bit. Like one that's like soft like an eraser. You can use that too. I would not use anything super rough, because you could cause deep scratches on the track, and if you have deep scratches, that'll the micro arcing will get really deep in those scratches and just make it even more of a nightmare. It'll make the black even harder to clean off. I had to read about all this stuff. I was like, what the heck? Why is everything always turning black on me? And that's when I learned about micro arcing. I was like, nah, this is some conspiracy theory bullshit. No, it's not. It's legit. I was like, damn. That's a crazy ass micro arcing. Oh, sweet. That would be awesome. If you remember. Because I'll probably forget when I go to the store. That tends to happen to me quite a bit. Yeah, a little bit of a cleaning mission. So basically, like what I'll do is, oh, I had another disconnect. I might have to check the coupler height there on the BLI. We'll stop him. Actually, I'll roll him up a little bit. So I'll just watch for lights flickering, and then if I catch where the locomotive's lights are flickering, I'll go clean that area. So I'm not like, you know, trying to pull my hair out, cleaning the track. Now, the sun deck layout is a little more challenging, but after Mr. Smith helped me with all the with adding all the feeder wire, it's not so bad now. But the sun deck layout, you know, it's not in the greatest of environments, so it needs a lot more maintenance. Now, what I will say about that is, thank goodness I'm using nickel silver Cato Unitrack on that sun deck, because if I was using something else, it'd probably be a nightmare. So the couplers, well, the height looks great. I don't know why they're disconnecting. Because just from my perspective, like there's no reason for that coupler to be disconnecting. I'll make sure it's tight. I'll make sure the box is tight first. Of course, the wheel's in the way. Alright, let's try that, see what happens. I'll turn it around a bit. Worst case scenario, switch them around, see what happens. It was working great for the longest time, right? There was like no issue, or... Yeah, the height is perfect. Absolutely primo. Alright, let's go again. I'll put scale trains up to 25 and CSX up to 35. That seems to be somewhat of a decent speed match. Oh, I see what's happening. The CSX coal car, the coupler's lifting up around the corner. Interesting. Physics can sometimes be your worst enemy. Oh, you do at the fire station? Epic. There, we'll see if he'll do a couple laps without too much trouble. Now sometimes it can be really hard for me to get at the crossover on the layout. Man, I must say, that smoke unit is going pretty good. It is working pretty much. How's that switch doing? When I clean this area, I sometimes knock down the little figures. I'm just like, oops. Look at a little fuzzy right there. There's the fuzzy. I'm going to take a look at camera 3. Because I think camera 3 catches the smoke pretty good from CSX. We'll find out in a second how that's working. When it comes around, it should be coming around. Yeah, it catches it really good. Hey Jason, how's it going there, buddy? Alright, so far that coupler is working okay like that. Until it's not. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, Jason. Not too bad. I mean, it was a typical early day. But now we just all chilling, playing with our friends, doing what we like to do. Oh, yeah, that's always fun. Like Mr. Smith, there, he forgot that he had a Union Pacific locomotive. Like he was gonna go buy a Union Pacific locomotive, and then I was going through his closet, and I was like, dude, you got a Broadway Limited AC 6000 Union Pacific, and yeah, we ran the hell out of the thing that night. Well, finding stuff is active. Oh, she said to bring it home, man. That's awesome. Dude, you would forget your ass if it wasn't attached. I got some random stuff on my monitor about some aircraft of the Vietnam War era. Successfully connected to my channel from my alternate channel. Man, my little bench is a mess. Bunch of my little figures fell over. These guys were sitting, chilling, and then they fall over. I don't know where I put Joey. I think I left Joey on another locomotive. I just don't remember which one. Let's put these guys back on their spot. There we go. One of them's double O scale, the other one's HO scale. Kato, they those are N scale, right, Jason? I never seen an HO scale SD78 from Kato. I mean, I got SD80 and 90s HO scale Kato, but never an Ace. I never seen an Ace. Oh yeah, David's like, man, that gotta be Clorox, man. Can't be nothing else. Clorox or bust. I just got your message there, Josh. Just bear with me a second. You squashed all those bugs, brother. Bugs be squashed. I love having Spinosaurus on camera too. Two Spinos. I don't even know why the set came with two Spinos. I only got one T-Rex. They should have gave me two T-Rexes. Couple Raptors. Oh damn, 1, 2, 3, 4 Raptors in total. At least they're different colors. I haven't jumped on anything chessy yet. Keyword. Maybe some point in time. Remembering is the challenge. Challenge of life. Remember. So, I was looking at the date on the CSX box for the Paragon 3. It's not as old as I thought it was. It came out in 2018. That was its date. Somehow the box got wet. I'm like, how the hell? I was like, I don't even know how my box got wet. Oh, it's all good. It's all good, man. If you gotta pop out, you gotta pop out. You gotta do what you gotta do. We understand. Speaking of forgetting things, I forgot to get myself a beer for tonight. Too late now. I wanted to get my regular railroad IPA. Tastes like diesel fuel and coal fire. Great stuff. Well, luckily the instruction manual doesn't look like it got wet, so that's good. but I don't know how the heck I'm gonna blame the sun deck. I had to take all my I had to take a lot of the boxes out of there. I think it was just like a little bit of moisture. I can't even remember where. Oh yeah, the date was right there. The 20th of December, 2018. Yeah, I seen the Desert Victory themes for sale a few times. I was like, that would be really cool to have. Hello Eugene, how's it going this evening, buddy? Oh, just a second, Josh. I got my phone on silent, so I don't always. Yes, I did like the message. So I don't always catch the notifications. Ooh, what is this? I don't see this. Oh, there's Brian. Yeah, Rapido makes their diesels are a bit more detailed than BLI diesels. But like I say, I love what I love about BLI diesels is they're nice and heavy, and all their diesels I have so far, they all have die-cast fuel tanks, just like the old school Athlon Blue Box. And then there's my SD78 from BLI, and that's got a die-cast body. That thing's super heavy. Yeah, 212. That sure is, my friend. I ran it a few times on the sun deck layout, but I decided to bring it back here because I wasn't using it a whole lot. The horn sounds really nice too. You press function 2 really quick. It's a short burst. And then you hold it and you get 3 bursts. And the ditch lights do blink. Like I say, man, if I had the money, I'd be buying up all the AC 6000s with smoke. And if you're wondering about the box there, P12, it's this one here is a 2018 run, Paragon 3, with smoke. This one's special to me because it came from our hobby shop that unfortunately had to shut its doors there in summer 2014. That was it was called Maritime Hobbies and Crafts, and it was arguably the oldest model train store in Canada. It opened up in 1947 and had to shut its doors in 2024. I have not seen a repeater with smoke, and they were asked about that, and they more or less said they don't want to get into the maintenance of it. For their steam locomotives, for example, they said, you know, they engineered their steam locomotives to have plenty of room if you want to put your own smoke unit in it. And the lock sound coders are designed to program smoke units, apparently. So, yeah, they literally straight up said they don't want to deal with it, so they don't do it. And that they would have to completely design their own, because if I remember correctly from what Clintonville told me, Broadway Limited, they have their smoke units patented. Yeah, the smoke definitely leaves some residue, but it doesn't bother me any. I clean them up. This is my little, this is my smoke unit cloth for the locomotives with smoke. Yeah, and the exact date there, 2/12, on that BLI is the 20th of December 2018. You might be able to catch the date in the box. The blue lettering right there. I'll hold it there for a second. And you might see it. I'll try to bring it a little closer. It in there. Hopefully the camera picked it up. Yeah, I've really missed Maritime Hobbies and Crafts. I went there ever since I was a kid. So anything I got from Maritime Hobbies and Crafts, I will likely never ever sell. It's kind of like a keepsake to me. And like, and I like this BLI, it was in their display case for quite a few years. I'm surprised no one bought it. And I said, you know, one day it will be mine. So what happened? So what happened to all the stuff there? When the store closed down, everything went to auction, and I ended up getting the. I kept an eye when the auctions were happening, and that's how I got the BLI. I got it from the auction. It still has their sticker on it with the original asking price. That's Canadian dollars. So I keep that on there. And its little tag in the, when it was in its display case. That there. And the little barcode right there. So, I mean, I got all the things. I still keep in touch with the owner every once in a while. Hey Andrew, how's it going there, buddy? Oh, that's because it's DCC. It's a digital control. These are not analog locomotives. So he'll sit there all day with the lights on, so long as I have power on. I can turn them off. I can even turn the sound on too. I can just leave them idling there. I think it was yesterday on the Sunday. Clintonville was like, what the hell? Like he was like, what's that sound? And it was the Boston Maine locomotive, this sitting on the siding, idling. What'd you say there, Brian? You said it like sounded like something ringing. Yeah, here, I'll make them go up and down the siding. Just hold on a second, I'll just program them in there. 2013. There's his horn. I can move them up and down the little siding there. Yeah, DCC's really fun for stuff like this. Get his bell going. You got a loud bell. And Rapido puts little perks in their locomotives. Let me go to the 20s function. And we'll go to... And that is the CSX playing that, the one on the siding. Can't touch this. I love their little perks they do. Yeah, they put their little perks in there. Yeah, it's in the 20s function, so it's normally function 21, 22, and 23. Sometimes 24. I love it. MC Hammer. Can't touch this. I love it. There, back down to function 1. But yeah, it's so awesome. Like, you can just I got my CSX there in the shock. He's on. Well, his lights aren't. Here, let me turn. I can turn his lights on. So he's number 8217. There. His lights are on. They're just really dim. We can bring him out a little bit. He's got an old Bachmann controller, so it's not the greatest. Bachmann's old DCC controllers are not great. I'll put him back in the house. Slowly get him in there. It's fun to watch, though. Well, there, his light is on now, but like I say, it's just dim. Oh man, I love NS, man. It's here. Let me switch to him again. 7211. Oh, I completely stopped him. That's okay. I mean, it happens when I'm not paying attention. That's for sure. But I appreciate when you guys are keeping an eye on it too for me. There, I just slowed them down a little bit. Oh, you had to do a quick report. Nice. So with my little setup here, Andrew, I can control 3 locomotives at the same time for now. So this is my separate controller. I got 2 knobs for throttle here. See if I can get it up in the camera a little more. Get a better view of it. There you go. And then my main one, well, it right here. I don't really want to move the camera, but... Oh, I will for a second. Just give me a second, I'll show you the main one. I'll just switch to OBS right quick. There we go. So that's the main one. That's the Digitrax DCS52. Really good bang for your buck if you want to get in the DCC. So let me adjust this back up. Back a little. A little bit this way. There we go. I think that's right. There, that works. And I'll go back to my YouTube view. There we go. That way I can see the chat. Hey Railgoon, how's it going there, buddy? I'm glad I got that little camera pointing down the backstretch. The only problem with that little camera, it doesn't have a very good wide angle on it. But, I mean, it works for now. Oh yeah, man, you can't go wrong with the DCS52. It's amazing. Absolutely kicks butt. Oh, no, there's Bachman's live stream. I may as well turn that on in the background. They're doing a live stream about their catalog. Bachman. I will say, they got a few nice things out I do like in the catalog. Yeah, I did. I had his brakes on, and I thought he was breaking down. My Gevos be breaking down. I'm like, no, don't break. Broken Gevos. Speaking of Gevo, I'll toot his horn. I think my wet wipe dried right out. Just a bit. Yup. Oh, buddy. Don't even get me started again. Holy crap. I don't know how many times I told the story about how excited I was for their new run of the Dash 8s with the TCS Wildsound. And then they went and skimped out on all the details. They went backwards. Nowhere near the detail quality of their Spectrums from the day. Now, if I could get one for super cheap, would I? Yeah, sure. Because I do like TCS Wildsound. It is pretty cool. But yeah, when I seen the review of their new Dash 8s, my worst nightmares came true. They really They really cheaped out on it. Dude, like, the air reservoir tanks on their new Dash 8s, they're not even separately applied. They're molded right into the fuel tank. It looks so bad. Like, even from a distance, like, it looks bad. And I don't get it, because even their OG Dash 8s from the 90s, those were separately applied. The G2s were definitely, so the second generation of the Spectrums, they were definitely separately applied. And then the new one, they're like, no, we're just gonna skimp out on the details and charge 580 Canadian dollars, and it makes no sense, bro. No sense. I think they're hoping that the TCS WoW sound decoders will redeem them. Well, it ain't. They are not redeeming themselves. No redemption. Bachman blew it for me. They blew it. Oh crap, Brian. I don't even think I'm gonna find the article now. But oh man, here in Canada, we're having some major issues with the chargers. The same as Amtrak. We're having crap tons of breakdowns. I forget. I think I sent the article to David. I don't remember. Did I? Right. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, the article was on Facebook. Passengers stranded because the AC-42 chargers by what? How do you pronounce them? Is it Siemens? Simmons? They're all friggin' breaking down. Seamans. Yeah. George, they get a lot of Bachman parts you can get right from their website actually, but they probably charge a friggin' left testicle for it. I do like their Dayfuse Hudson. I'm just hoping that it has, like, I would hope that it has a lot of separately applied detail and none of this molded on garbage. Oh, what? They're doing a CPKC? I didn't catch that. But it probably has, like, no detail. GP40. No, I wouldn't buy their CPKC unless it's got separately applied grab irons. Like, I know they can do it. Like, they did good jobs on other locomotives, but I mean, they gotta get with the program and start putting some details on these things, like basic freaking details. I see you, DC Rail. I see what you're up to there, though. Let's speed up CSX. Oh yeah, man. Backgrounds, I've seen a lot of nice backgrounds on YouTube. My girlfriend bought me these backgrounds because she knows I love dinosaurs. Like this little layout here, it's not really gonna evolve much. It's just something fun to run the trains on, do the live streams and chill. It's pretty much like when I have more money coming in, I do want to convert it to Cato Unitrack, but you know that's down the road. It's not like a necessity at the moment. Rapido has a CPKC GP38. Oh, it's either a 38 or 39, one of the two. I know it's not a 40. But, it's not going to come out. I don't think it's coming out till 2027. So I got a while to save for it. See, with the sun deck layout there, 212, it'll just have its natural background through the windows. I wouldn't really want to hang anything up there. That and Lauren wouldn't let me. She'd just be like, "You crazy." That's right. You ordered your Rapido GP40s. Oh, what? Man, see, look at all these nice ones. Like Bachman got a Boston. I just seen a Boston name there in N-scale. I mean, N-scale, I could care less if it has separately applied grab irons because they're so bloody small anyway. Well, yeah, exactly. It's a beautiful background. So here's a good question, guys. Where the heck do you buy coal loads from? So first of all, you got to know the size of your coal car, which is not difficult. It'll say right on the box. But I know some of you are so experienced in this hobby, you just know what they are by looking at them. So yeah, where the hell do you order a coal loads? Like, you must be able to get them in bulk for a good deal. I just shuffle them around. My coal loads originally came with the CP rail there, the black coal cars you see, and they fit in CSX, they fit in my CN coal cars. But they don't fit in all of them. Oh, they don't have much storage? Oh, crap. Yeah, it's been a while since I looked. Like, the last time I looked, they had a pretty good selection. What? Who's doing it? Who's doing? Oh, the Broadway Limited ES44. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on their store, but I mean, I'm just gonna end up crying because I don't got. I can't. I can't invest the money into it anyway, so I'm just probably better off not to look. But I was over the past week. I have been looking in their store, but there's really nothing I can do anyway. I'd have to sell friggin' my liver and kidneys and, well, I don't think I can live without my liver. But I mean, I'd have to sell a kidney to afford one of those locomotives. Oh, those coil cars are nice, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I like that CSX coil car. That looks good, Bachman. Oh, that's Ed scale too. Since when is Rapido doing an ES44 AC? I thought Rapido was far away from doing a modern locomotive. I mean, I see their Jeep. I see their, you know, their 44 tonner by GE. Oh, they had a caddy in there. The caddy. It's sold. It's so funny, like they got the pictures of all these locomotives, and as soon as you click on one, it's sold. Big boy, got big boy in there. Oh, that one's not sold. There's one for you, Brian. Big boy 4024, two-tone gray with yellow. Paragon 4 was smoke. And it's got no elephant ears on it, so that'll make you happy. I know you can afford that. Save $210. But that's right up Brian's alley. Oh wait, George, you might have missed that. Hold on. Yeah, Rapido locomotives have little perks up in the function 20s. Here, I'll get that GP38 to sing. He is number 2013. In the function 20s. There he goes. You ain't going to get an after and they don't have smoke. Can't touch this. And then we got... We'll play MC Hammer again. There we go. It's just funny little perks they do. It's up in the high functions. It's just like it's a rapido thing. I think it's kind of cool. I mean, technically 212, you could do that yourself if you wanted with lock sound decoders. You can record your own sounds and put them right on it and put them in a function. It's rather advanced stuff. I would never know how to do it, but I mean you could. I mean there are people in the hobby that are so in depth with their sound decoders that they will go out and record actual locomotives and put it into a sound file. I mean, that's what Rapido does anyway. They go out and record the actual locomotives and with really nice professional recording gear. So I mean, yeah, if you wanted to, if you got the software, the lock sound software, fucking put that microphone right up the ye arse and let her rip. And put it right up the function 24. Or hell, function 1 if you wanted. I mean, Frank, I'd be tempted to do that. I'm full of gas up ye arse all the time. The 2900 sounds, please elaborate, my friend. Uh-oh. I caught CSX up to no good. Slow him down a couple notches. CSX wants to run into things. Something about, I just seen it pop up like not long ago. So something about Canadians are stranded in Cuba because the flights are canceled. I don't know. I don't like watching mainstream media, so I'm just gonna wait till I find another source about it. I can't even believe half the stuff CTV says. They're full of shit. Oh, oh, here's a thing heisted on Big Boy Got Elephant Ears. Why? Oh, look at this. A little short documentary on how Britain made the fastest steam locomotive. But Ballard pretty much destroyed himself when he did that. Oh well, may as well throw it on. I caught him just in time. It might have been a close call. Oh, 100. I think it was 124 miles per hour. Yep, it just said 124 miles per hour. So that's about 200 kilometers per hour. So that is the official speed record. I'll say that in quotations. Official speed record for a steam locomotive. Yeah, don't open the door. Oh, just a second. I'll come out so the cat doesn't jump in. He'll do that. Fill up my ginger ale. Hey, David and George, we might be getting another 25 centimeters on top of all the crap we already have on Wednesday and the Thursday. I'll take a look at it. NS is going by CSX right now. No hit there. No hit there. I mean, it kind of looks like it from camera too. Now let's see what's going on. I mean, it is pretty close, but it's not a touch. I got a perfect angle on them. Like when I look at CSX from my perspective, I'm looking at them like nose on. I don't know. I don't even know if I could judge what that would be in scale feet. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's pretty close. Probably like 4 scale feet. Maybe 5. From the SD80. Almost hitting the GT38. From their railings touching. It is close. Oh, excuse me. See if I'm missing any messages, but I don't think so. That is a nice big boy. I mean, crap, if I had the money for that right now, I'd just be like, yoink. There's a couple big boys in there. Oh, no, that one's sold out. No, there's 4014 sold out. Most of them I click on are sold out. Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna see what that cost in Canadian dollars. Oh, weird. It said add the cart, then it said there's nothing in your cart. Okay, well that's weird. Can't explain what's up with that. Oh, there it is. Okay. Time to scare myself. It's not going to tell me. Oh man, yikes. Alright, gotta speed up CSX. Taxes and shipping, we're up to 449 USD. So that would be the landed cost. Let's see what that is in Canadian money. Just tell me what it is. $608 Canadian dollars maple syrups. Actually cheaper than the Blue Goose. Oh yeah, 100% George, that's what I'm doing. I'm not buying anything. I ain't got $608 anyway to spend on a big boy. I mean, it's definitely like, if you had the money, I think it's a good price for a big boy. It's a used refurbish at their at the BLI store. I mean, if you were to get that brand new, that would probably be like 12 or 1300 maple syrups. Though I gotta speed CSX up more. I don't know yet. I love the echo. The echo is so cool. I wouldn't mind to have a model of Mallard. I'd be okay with that. I'll speed him up this an extra notch. Maybe you get lucky at the flame show and I'll find another BLI AC6000 with a smoke unit. That could be pretty cool. I would love it. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I wonder if they're talking about Mallard going down the hill. I mean, going down a hill shouldn't count. It should be flat, level surface. Just kind of playing it in the background. Sorry, they're saying 126 miles per hour, which is 202 kilometers an hour. I thought it was... I always thought it was 124. That's what they said first. I'll just Google it. It was one or two. What was Mallard's speed record? Okay, sorry. 126 mile an hour. Man, Mallard, the sun's shining. What a shiny looking, I love it. Hundred and 26 miles an hour. Oh, of course they are, Josh. Man, someone on Marketplace trying to get 60 Canadian dollars for an old Atlas boxcar. The cocaine must be good in the hood. Keep snorting that shit up. I'll give them $10. I don't know what happened there, but I completely missed whatever happened. I just seen like the I just seen the BLI like drag the dinosaur. Oh man, George, it's nuts. It's becoming rather disgusting. I don't even know how that dinosaur ended up. Spino ended up getting hit by the train. Oh, that's probably why. Because he just falls over.
The British win a battle of much more lasting strategic significance. Off Cape Trafalgar, the Royal Navy inflicts a crushing defeat on a combined fleet of France and Spain.
There, that looks pretty funny right there.
British naval superiority will not be seriously challenged again for the rest of the war.
Oh, that's a little loud.
Britain goes on to play a leading role in Napoleon's
That's something I can probably watch later. There, Spino's chilling there now. Oh, the new Bismarck wreck footage. I was already watching that before. Well, that one was like 8 days ago. Well,
it wasn't just about the sound, it was also the display and possibly the light show. Equalizers look out. You are the real deal. You took your music and playback system seriously.
there, I had to slow down CSX a little bit. There, he should back off a little bit, and then BC Rail can make a little gap. They're asking $400, man. Holy crap. Hey, Brock, how's it going there, buddy? Yeah, I slowed him down a little bit. I might have to get him down a notch. I slowed them down to 34%. What's really crazy is I haven't added any mineral oil to the CSX smoke generator yet. $400 for Proto 1000s, my goodness. I don't even know what to think. Doesn't look like I missed much. There, looks like CSX and BC Rail, they're kinda behaving themselves for now. Doing their thing. It's a blown turbo. Oh, Brock, I just gotta make it put some dye in it and make it black. I don't think I have any friendly dye to put in it to really intensify that. I'll see if I can get it burning a little more intense. I haven't put any smoke fluid in it, like, for quite a while. I didn't put any in it today. It's still running off the old stuff. I like how they made it so it comes out like both stacks. Pretty awesome. This guy's a lot easier to get the smoke fluid in than the SD70 Ace. But I mean, the Ace's vents, I mean, they're designed how they're designed, right? I'm not sure if that's going to make it much better, but we'll see. Sweet. I think we got just a tad more intensity. Broadway Limited. Broadway Limited imports. You might have a little more blown turbo coming out of there. Someone was saying it was either on my live stream, it was either yesterday or Saturday, saying that there were some Paragon 3 AC6000 smoke units that were actually catching fire. They were legitly burning. I hope mine doesn't do that. It'll be like BLI, my old Paragon 3. It's up in smoke. I'm very sad. I mean, it's definitely warm. I'm not gonna lie, it is warm. Sometimes when I blow BC Rail's horn, it like makes me jump sometimes. I got cranked right up there. Hey Thunder, how's it going there, buddy? Oh man, that is hot. I'm not gonna lie. I felt that when I touched it with the on my finger. Maybe I gotta turn that fan up. It's not blowing hard enough. I know, man. I cranked the. I was playing with the settings on it, and unless you're used to it, lock sound has a few more steps to it. So just like, yeah, I'm cranking the hell out of the horn, and I did. Bloody loud as hell. Alright, I'm trying to find the CV for the fan speed on this Paragon 3. It's probably the same thing as the Goose. Probably. Well, I don't want to consist. Yeah, here's the NS horn. That's NS. Here's CSX. And here's, well, we already heard BC rail. He's just bloody loud. Oh, there we go. I think I might have found it. Nope. That's just sounds. Hey, bro. What's going on there, brohead? Alright, still looking for those sounds. They should be in here. I don't want trap sounds. Nope, still can't find it. I know it's here somewhere. That's for consist. I'm not consisting anything right now. Oh, there we go. What I need is, I'll find it here eventually. Ooh, horn volume. There we go. Crank CSX up even more. That'd be funny. I think that's all for the volumes. No, it doesn't have anything for the fan settings. I'm probably going to have to look that up online. I might not find it here. Oh, wait. Maybe this is it. Nope, that's not it. Oh wait, here we go. Alright, I have found the settings. Alright, I got it. I don't know if I can make that work on the fly or not. Alright, I'll have to. Alright. I gotta put him on the big controller. 662. Okay, let's go. $234. Let's turn him to 40. Alright, let's go back. CD number 235. CD data. Let's put that up to 80. Oh yeah, it definitely does. I turned up the fan on the smoke unit, but I don't really know what it's doing. I mean, it's definitely doing something. Alright, my friend. I'll message you up tomorrow there, David. Alright, I'm gonna play with this some more. Go back to the main line. Okay. 234. CV down. Let's crank that up more, eh? Let's go to 100. And let's go CV 235. And CV down. Let's do that for like 160. Oh, I gotta speed him up. Let's give him 38. I got the fan cranked pretty high on him. I'm not sure how much of a difference it's making though. Maybe just a mild one. So, there's definitely plenty of smoke happening. I'll watch him coming down. Watching coming down camera 3. Alright, let's go camera 3, let's chase. I still need to make the smoke black. I need the black smoke. Alright, let's try this. Alright. 237. Let's put it up to 81. Okay. Maybe. Let's try that. Alright, let's try. Alright, let's go back. 236. Let's put it to 60. Actually, it might be hot enough. Oh yeah, there's still some smoke going there. Alright, I'm going to slow down DC Rail for a minute. I'll slow him down up there. There, I'm just playing with that smoke unit. Seeing what I can get it to do. Oh, we blew a turbo. Oh, we really blew a turbo. Turbo blew. Oh, we did it. Turbo toast. Gonna have to put it in the repair shop. That's great. Awesome. Alright, let me put them back to... This one's going back to 662. Alright, 7211. Oh, there goes the turbo. That definitely the SD80 map doing that. I'll crank that up for Josh. %70 power. And I'll slow him back down. I knew you'd love that, Josh. Oh yeah. Yeah, his turbo works pretty good. You hear that turbo spooling up. Yeah, those Tsunami 2 decoders, they got some nice turbo sounds. I will say that. I think I did weigh it before. It's around the I think it's about 730 grams. Not quite as heavy as the Broadway Limited SD70 Ace. But I do remember it was somewhere between 720 and 750. I weighed them all before, but it's hard for me to remember. I don't have a scale here. All right, James, man. You have a good one there, bud. have to check that out later. I just got a email saying your Bell Mobility e-bill is ready. So what happens if your bill is ready but you're not? What do you do? I'm not ready for my bill. It says here my e-bill is ready, but I'm not fucking ready for it. It's at least going to be another 10 days. These fuckers don't understand money don't grow on trees. It may come from trees, but it don't grow on it. You gotta cut those trees down and friggin' that shit gotta be processed. A lot of work to be done. Oh, trying to get up a hill. Hey, Eugene. How's it going, buddy? Eugene is in the house. Alright, BC Rails loud horn. What the loud bell. I don't even have his prime mover on. There it is. We have enough prime movers on, honestly. Thought I heard something clicking. I hope he didn't blow an axle here. No, I think we're good. I think it's just clickety-clack. This coal car likes to list. Oh, they're all a little floppy. Hey Douglas, how's it going, buddy? For the most part, George, yeah, it's pretty modern. Like George, do you mean the like the models themselves, like they're new, or are you talking about like the the style of locomotive? Because it would be yes and yes. I think most of like pretty much all my DCC and sound locomotives are modern locomotives and fairly like modern, I guess, like, you know, Lock Sound 5 and Tsunami 2. So all the modern Dakotas. Okay. Yeah. No, they're mostly modern. I mean, some of my diesels are old, like older era, like the like my H1644. That's up there. I mean, my GP9, that's an old era. I'm sure that the CSX-8 right there, that's probably late 80s, early 90s era. But like a lot of them I Googled, and a lot of them like are still on the road today. Or should I say, not on the road? They're on the rails. They're still on the rails. And some I'm not quite sure what era they're from. I didn't do enough research. Like the SD80s and 90s, I don't know when they first came out. I know like most of them have recently gone through a rebuild in the past 5 years, and they're now called SD70 ACUs. I don't have any ACUs. I did, but I sold it to Mr. Smith. I had one ACU. I gotta check that out, Bob. Now all the AC 6000s, CX. I looked up CSX. CSX has a couple originals in storage. Union Pacific, they rebuilt all theirs into something else. I can't even remember the name. We were looking into it there last week. We were looking up the AC 6000s. I mean, these Devos are very modern. The ET44s. Oh, you got the old green paint scheme. That's a nice paint. I like that. But the most up to date modern would be my ET44s. So that would be my BC rail and my heritage unit, and they're both ET44 ACs. So they're like as far as I know, the most modern version of the Jevo. I'm sure there are some other variants kicking around that I don't know about. And I mean, I got a couple SD40-2s, and well, the SD40-2, or the base SD40, that's been around like longer than I have. So I mean, those I guess you can call old school and modern. They'll be around forever. Oh man, Dougler, I do that all the time when I'm driving. I'm always debating in my brain. I'll tell you what I debate in my brain a lot. So it's like, so the first thing I'll say is, I enjoy life. I enjoy life a lot. I love existing. It's great. But what I debate a lot in my head is like, you know, I think about the universe a lot, and I'm like, and then I think about like my existence and, you know, human existence and everything, and just how everything runs. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, and I'm like, what the hell is the end goal? Like what is the purpose? What is the point? I mean, besides the procreate and multiply, right? Is that the only purpose? I don't know. But I think about this all the time. It drives me wild. Then I start thinking deep about the laws of the universe and consciousness and energy, and I'm just like, oh, I'm in deep. And then I can't get out. I'm stuck in that frame of mind. Like, what is our consciousness? Is it just like organic code? Is it the equivalent to some kind of computer code? Or, I mean, yes, we're electricity. All these electrical neurons running through our brains and kind of thing, right? Yeah, I think what I got there, Josh, was a commercial. Like Dougler and George, like I think about this crap all the time, and then I get so deep, I try to imagine non-existence, and it scares me. Absolutely scares me. But what scares me even more than that is like, you know, our planet, you know, our planet is fairly fragile. You know, there's a number of things that could disrupt our existence and really throw it on edge or completely end it, like rather quickly. Like, you know, think of how fast we're orbiting the sun and how fast the sun is orbiting the galaxy. And there's so many things that could go wrong. Like a coronal mass ejection can cause a Carrington event and knock out our technology as we know it. We're on a very we're very fragile, and then you stop and think about it. It's just like, damn, oh, that sucks. Well, my sun deck layout, Dougler, I bought that. I bought that off a retired carpenter. He decided to sell that layout because him and his wife they sold the house, and they're moving into a new condos that are almost finished being built. So downsizing, I guess you can say. And then I start thinking about, like, is there, will I exist after, like, this life? In the universe, energy gets recycled. But is there, like, an essence of us that go on existing somehow? I don't know. It's a tough one to think about because, I think on one hand, I'm conscious because of all the all the neural electric chemical reactions going on in my brain that makes me who I am. And when that's gone, how can I exist after that? But, the laws of the universe, energy gets recycled. So, yeah, it's messed up. Or we might get deep into this like we got deep into the airplanes there last week. I'd be afraid, man, if I had it my way, I'd want to exist forever because I want to experience all the things. I want to see all the things. And, if a human lifetime, if that's it, you can't experience all the things. And then there's the whole reincarnation theory, which I think is pretty neat. You get to live more existences. Yeah, Dougler, I thought about that too. It could be something like that, eh? Some physicists think that we're living in a black hole. Hell. But like I say, I'll think about it, and then I'll think about my existence, and I'm like, why? Why is it like this? Why does our... And then I get into it, I think about, our existence here as humans, and I'm like, why does our existence have to revolve around an economy, having to make money to survive? Everything revolves around just monetary things, to have things. But then on the other hand, there are still tribes that live off the land, and they don't need any of that. So I guess, our civilization went in the way of, modern civilization. We need an economy. The credit system. But I hear you, Dougler. I hear you. All right, Josh. I'll take a look for it. I'm looking. Hopefully that works. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this looks like it might be it. Man, Buddy's got to hold the camera still. Stop running, bud. Hold the camera still. Oh my. Yeah, that locomotive's not having a good time, is it? Oh, damn. Whoa, dude. That was crazy. It's like a MTH PS3 decoder going up in flames. Look at the fire coming out of that. Yep, the wheel slip was intense and then that was crazy. Man, they're really trying. That's an epic video. They've really got it spooling up. Well, something happened to the turbo, but I mean the turbo's still working. Otherwise, you wouldn't hear it spooling like that. So it's getting on after it's getting on its own power. I'm not an expert on turbos. All I know about turbos is it turns exhaust into power, right? It uses the exhaust to spin the turbine to create boost. Now, I don't think the turbo blew. I think what happened is something called blow-by. Well, if that turbo blew, it wouldn't be spooling up. So I think the video is like, I mean, yeah, if you were to see that, you're like, oh hell, the turbo went. But I think that was blow-by. Now, anyone that knows a lot more about turbos in the chat than what I do should probably explain it a bit better. Well, like I said, what I know about turbos is it uses the exhaust to spool the turbine to create the boost. And I can definitely see a situation where blow-by happens. But after all that, you know, the turbo still spooled up. The train got, well, the motor's got away under its own power. I'm gonna look it up, because like I say, I'm no expert on turbos, but I just know the basics on how it works. Let's see. Turbo blow-by. Let's see. Turbo blow-by. No, it wouldn't be called blow-by because that's a cylinder thing, but the turbos can have blow-by, but could it cause a fire like that, a temporary one? So, a turbo failing can push an excessive amount of oil into the intake, increasing blow-by. Like I said, you know, after they stopped the engine for a few minutes, and I'm sure the engineer took a look at something, and it continued under its own power. The turbo spooled back up, and off it went. So I'm just trying to read a little more. I mean, I'm sure there's more than one situations where a combustion engine can have, like, you know, flames coming out of the exhaust. I mean, and in a locomotive, you know, everything's a lot larger. It's going to be way more intensified. but like a catastrophic turbo failure which it literally like rips itself to pieces. Like the turbine, like it's just a mess. Like there would be like, you know, probably a little bit of debris mess going on. But that was intense. That was an intense video. That was quite the flame shooting out of the exhaust. But they were able to get away under power, so let's see if I can turbo causing flames at the exhaust. Okay, here we go. Here's a better explanation, guys. So, okay. So, flames from a turbo exhaust are usually unburnt fuel igniting in the hot pipes caused by Rick's fuel mixtures. Anti-lag systems or mechanical issues like failing turbo seals allowing oil into the exhaust, which would, boom, you got flames, right? Well, now they're talking about cars right here. Well, some tunes, like pop bang tunes, intentionally create flames for show. So now they're talking about the anti-lag system. So they're talking about cars, but you can bring the same principle into a larger engine, right? So, anti-lag system. These intentionally delay combustion to keep the turbo spooled, sending fuel into the exhaust to ignite and maintain boost, creating flames. Rich fuel mixture. Too much fuel and not enough air means fuel passes unburnt into the exhaust, igniting on the hot metal, which is very likely what probably happened with this locomotive. But maybe not, because diesel is self-combustion by pressure. So there are definitely a few different things. Then there's the oil leak. A broken turbo seal can leak oil directly into the exhaust, which ignites and causes serious fires. And therefore, you got to shut it down right away. Very interesting, though. Pretty interesting though, I must say. Well, I didn't get to experience the Athlon Blue Box era overly because, like, I was super young. So I'm 42 years old. I'll be 43 in March. So, like, I'm trying to remember what year I got my first train set when I was a kid. It would have been, let me think here. It probably would have been 1990. And if I recall correctly, I'm pretty sure, like, my first train set as a kid, I'm pretty sure it was a Bachmann train set, most likely. And then, the only Athlon I remember having, so I mean, like, I didn't have a lot of money as a kid, right? And, my mom, did what she could for me and my brother, us boys. I remember I had, like, an Athlon rubber band drive, what's it called, RDC? I think that's the word I'm looking for. I could be, I don't remember it was rubber band drive. But, no, I never, that I can recall, I think the Athlon Blue Boxes, when I was a kid, they were a little out of reach for my allowance money. I mean, I remember going into Maritime Hobbies and Crafts, as a kid, and there were things that were, like, so expensive, and I remember, my mom saying, you can't really afford that. That's a very expensive locomotive, and probably referring the Blue Boxes back in the day. But I mean, I remember, like, I was able to get, like, a Bachmann locomotive, or like a. So in 1990, 91, I was able to get, like, a locomotive that was like 10 years old from, like, that date, which was a lot cheaper. So, or a little older. So I'd be buying something like from the 70s and, the early 80s, right? Oh, you're not far off from you, Joe. March the 8th, I'm 43. I only got a couple of Blue Boxes, George. But I completely understand why everyone likes them. They're robust, they're simple to work on. These were built for the modeler and the hobbyist in mind. Like, these were built to do your own details to. You can build your own. I mean, you can do it to any model, but I mean, the Blue Boxes, I've done it. Like, I have an SD40-2 Blue Box, Santa Fe Kodachrome. I did my own details on it. I built my own small grab irons for it and everything, and kept my girlfriend's place. I never put a DCC Dakota in it, but no, I 100% get the appeal. My first DCC conversion was a Blue Box -9 CSX at my girlfriend's place. It works great. I'm not finished with it. I still have to paint the metal railings and everything. No, they're bloody awesome. They're like, they will outlive us. You hand those down from generation to generation. It's very possible, guys, I could have had a Blue Box when I was a kid, when I was like, 7, 8, and 9, 10, 11. I just can't recall. I'm trying hard here. Like, I had a few locomotives. I remember I had a CN one. I had a couple CNs. I had the Bachmann, it was an F series. It was either an F3 or an F7. And I also had a PA. I don't remember who made the PA. The PA could have been an Atherin. I don't remember Atherin. Oh yeah, it could have been. I don't know, I might have had one, but I mean, I had my Coca-Cola bullet train. I really liked that. That was cool. I think that was Typo. I love building when they're fun. I like the old paddles too. They're fun to put together. Although the plastic grab irons are kind of a pain in the butt. I remember when I was a kid walking through Sears, I always went to the toy section, and there was a Via Rail train set I always wanted, but it was just like out of reach. It was either a Lifelike or a Bachmann. I'm not sure. Can't remember now. One of the two it was. CSX catching up again. It's going down a little. Couple notches. See if that helps. Maybe another notch. Sweet. What the hell am I watching? Dan, a driver was busted today in the province for doing 197 kilometers an hour in a 110 zone. Now you got me thinking, Douglas, what could that have been? Was it a Proto 2000 maybe? They would have been super popular in 2000, 2001 for hobby grade. buddy was scooting along pretty quick. That was great. What is that? Oh, that is cool. I like that. You got a note?
It's a 2 million-year-old petri dish. It shows just frozen water with prehistoric capsules. So he's about to drink bacteria and viruses that have been there since before humans existed.
Oh, boy. It popped up in your brain. You're like, oh, that's what it was.
If you shoot a bullet into a tube that curves back towards you, you'd probably think it would just loop around and hit you. You see, if you were firing something slower like a paintball, it might actually make the turn. But the moment the real bullet is fired, it smashes into the inner wall almost immediately. The angle of that collision is so brutal that the bullet just shatters on impact.
Oh, I hear the HC6000 making its little vacuum noises. Sorry, George, I just caught that. It's the 21st. March 21st, unless they changed it, but I can't see that. Well, we're a little bit of ways yet. Just a bit away. Yeah, I'm glad I got the 3 cameras going. Okay, it's taken me a little bit to learn the whole OBS thing, but I am getting there. Well, that's still pretty warm there. There's still a little bit of smoke coming out of there. Tiny bit. The camera 3, it doesn't have a very wide point of view on it, like field of view. So I will be eventually ordering something a little different. Exactly, it's field of view. That's all right. I tried to mess around with the camera settings too, but I can't get it. I can't get camera 3 any wider than a little square. It has no. Like it has no settings. I can move it around like that. But I can't, like... Let's see, here's still... I wouldn't want to touch that. So that's the whole thing right in there. And I'm trying to drag the camera with my hand, but it doesn't really allow me to do much. And there's for settings. Let's see here. Camera 3 settings, configure video. I can try to turn the sharpness up a little bit. It doesn't look like there's really nothing I can do to it. It's just a square. I'll lock it back into place. I can cycle through them. I don't think I have camera 3 set up here though. On its own. I don't know how I messed that up, but I did. Alright, my friend. Yeah, I gotta end the stream soon too. It's getting a wee bit late. I got a speed CSX up and on. Alright, George, it sounds like a plan. I'm gonna start slowing down the locomotives here. I'll slow BC rail down up here. That's a half decent spot. CSX can go here. I'll give everyone a toot good night. You have a good night too there, Josh, Douglas, George, and I'll say good night everyone in the chat. Good night, everybody. Okay, George, sounds like a plan. Alright, good night, everyone. Have a good one. I hope everyone gets a good sleep. And I'll see what's going on tomorrow. If I can get another stream going or not. We'll see what happens. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.